On this episode of the podcast, we take a look at the movie Creed 2, directed by Stephen Caple Jr. and written by Sylvester Stallone and Juel Taylor, starring Michael B. Jordan, Sylvester Stallone, Tessa Thompson, Phylicia Rashad, Dolph Lundgren, and Florian Munteanu. Welcome to He Said, She Said Movie Reviews. This is the podcast where a happily married couple with similar but different movie tastes take a quick look at the movies, helping you make the right decision before your next movie. I'm your host, Tim.
And I'm April.
Creed 2. Another Rocky movie? Or is it really Creed 2? We'll tell you all about it after this one trailer.
Aquaman was the trailer. Arthur Curry learns that he is the heir to the underwater kingdom of Atlantis and must step forward to lead his people and be a hero to the world. Jason Momoa, Amber Heard, and Nicole Kidman.
Can't wait to see this. It looks like DC's finally going to release a good superhero movie.
Yeah, I actually want to see this one. It looks good.
A lot of eye candy in the trailers. Can't wait. So, we saw Creed 2. Under the tutelage of Rocky Balboa, light heavyweight contender Adonis Creed faces off against Victor Drago, son of Ivan Drago. This is directed by Stephen Caple Jr. and written by Sylvester Stallone and Juel Taylor.
That was the first writing credit, right?
Yeah. First
okay.
Writing, And this stars, of course, Michael B. Jordan as Adonis Creed and Sylvester Stallone as Rocky Balboa.
And don't forget Tessa Thompson as Bianca and Phylicia Rashad as Marianne Creed.
And Dolph Lundgren comes back to be Ivan Drago again. And hats off to Florian Munteanu as Victor Drago. He was pretty good.
Yeah, actually, I thought he was good. Now, let me just let you know that this movie was very, very long.
How long was it, April?
130 minutes. Not good.
Ding, ding, ding. Way past April's run length.
Yes, it was.
She did ask me several times right before the final fight, is this movie over yet?
All right.
So what do you want to say about Creed 2, April? Because I have a lot to say about Creed 2.
I know you do. I just want to say that there were several plots kind of going on at the same time. It was well acted. But for me, it's just another Rocky movie. It's just not like Creed 1. Creed 1 was interesting. It had purpose. I went into this movie, I don't know what I expected, maybe too high of expectations. It was well acted. There were several plots within a plot, but it just, for me, just ran kind of slow.
So Creed, the original Creed movie, for me, was a phenomenal movie. I thoroughly enjoyed Creed 1. It was a new twist on the Rocky series. It was a big right-hand turn for the movie. It introduced a new character. It wasn't about Sylvester Stallone. It was fresh. Right. It was new. Thoroughly enjoyed that movie. I remember leaving that movie going, wow, that was really great.
Yeah, we loved it. For
me, this movie, if you've already seen a Rocky movie, you've seen this movie. It's... This, as I was telling somebody at work today, this movie is a combination of Rocky 1 and 2. You take the plot from Rocky 1 and combine it with Rocky 2, you have this movie. It's the same movie.
Yeah.
You know, you've got even down to the obligatory workout montage before the big fight.
It was also predictable, Tim. I don't want to give a spoiler, but I knew several times what was going to happen.
Of course it was predictable. You've already seen this movie.
Right. Right. No.
There's nothing new here except listen, bottom line, for a millennial, for a younger person who's never seen a Rocky movie in the theater, go see this movie. It's a good movie for that.
Right.
You'll love it. You'll
and
enjoy
Michael
it.
Jordan was great.
Yeah. He's phenomenal as Creed. But for someone who's seen all the other Rocky movies,
I gotcha.
You're not seeing anything new here. It's the same damn thing.
Right. I gotcha.
And that disappointed me.
I think a lot of people mentioned as we were leaving too, the fight scenes were fine for people not familiar with fighting.
Right. Exactly. The punishment that they showed dealt out between the two fighters. If you've seen any kind of like mixed martial arts, and human beings can't take that kind of torture and punishment, but for you have to suspend belief anyways going in this movie.
Right.
Any Rocky movie, to think that somebody like Sylvester Stallone,
right.
5'9", who probably weighs 175 pounds, is a heavyweight fighter. So.
Okay. All right. The score was fantastic. The direction, I think it could have gotten better. And the pace, we've kind of beaten this one already to death. The pace was like all Rocky movies. It was slow in between the training and the fighting scenes. So.
Yeah, I remember the first time I ever saw Rocky. I was too young to see it in the theater, but when I finally saw it on VHS, because it won Best Picture that year, I was like, what was so great about this movie? It was really slow in between the fight scenes. The fight scenes were great, and the endings, of course, makes you stand up and, pump your fist and cheer and everything. But, the in-between stuff was really slow. And I think so was this movie, too. Once again, we've already seen it. Rocky 1 and 2 combined.
Okay. I'm going to rate this movie. Are you ready?
Oh, we're already into the ratings. Okay, this is going to be one of our shorter podcasts.
Well, what else do we want to say? I mean, I said it. I mean, there's not much more to say on this movie. I mean, I could give one spoiler on it about a guest appearance, but I'm not going to.
How about the dialogue, Caple?
I honestly, some of it was okay. This is an area I think that could have been better. I'm not even gonna try to make this sound better than it is.
This was the dialogue. Yo, Donnie.
Okay, you're being particularly difficult on this movie.
By the way, I enjoyed this movie. When we get to the rating, you'll hear what I have to say about it as far as that. But I was entertained.
Yeah. I'm going to give this movie a 2.5.
Really? That bad?
No, it's not that it was that bad. It's that it wasn't that great.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't a great movie. There was nothing great about it.
Well, no, wait. There was. I don't want to give I could give 2 spoilers, but I'm not.
Come on, spit it out.
No.
What are you trying to say? I
mean, there was part of their love story and something that occurred that I think was good. It was complex. It's a subject that a lot of people don't know anything about. I always think that's great when you can educate or bring forth something and shed light on it. I think that part was great. Did
they really shed light on it?
A little bit, Tim. I mean, it's
they featured it, they highlighted it. Right. But they didn't really shed any light on it.
Okay. So I rate this movie at about 2.5.
Okay. So April gives it a 2.5.
It's very, very long.
I think you already said that. Okay. For me, as I just said a minute ago, I was entertained. I wasn't bored by the movie. The slow parts got a little slow. I knew everything that was going to happen in this movie. It was very predictable. Like I said, if you've seen any of the Rocky movies, you know how this movie ends. You know what's going on in it at all times. I was entertained. I'm going to give it a 3. I can't give anything more than that. I'm sure people who are seeing a Rocky movie for the first time, and I know I keep saying Rocky movie because it is. It's Rocky 8, even though it's called Creed.
You've said that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I said it. So anyways, for me, it's a 3.
All right. Well, we got it all graded for you. And I want to say that we appreciate your support. If you're anywhere near Atlanta, Georgia, please find the Theater The Springs Cinema and Tap House in Sandy Springs, Georgia, the only heated seats in the state of Georgia.
Keep your bum warm during the winter months.
That's right. And support the theater that supports us.
We thank you very much for listening. We'll see you at the movies.
See you at the movies. Enjoy.